Well, hey, G Holla, G dot Holla.
Girl, Ge Holla. Charlamagne the God here, man. Salute to you.
Shout out to Ge Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast.
Hey, a shout out to Ge Holla.
All y'all said entertainer, shout out my guy Ge Holla on my Celebrity Life podcast.
It's your girl Cynthia Bailey from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm sending a shout out to Ge.
What's up, man? How are you?
All is well, King. I appreciate you calling in. I know you're busy out there in the universe doing your thing, shining and everything, so we definitely appreciate you calling in.
All right, it's all love, brother.
I appreciate that. Now I just want to talk a little hip-hop with you, because you're one of my favorite artists of the late 90s as y'all came into the 2000s. I just want to do a little bit into a little background history about your life and music and things of that nature, if that's okay.
That's perfectly fine, brother.
Okay. Now, we know you come from the Bronx. I want to know who inspired you growing up to get into music? What inspired you to get into music?
Originally, when I was a kid, I started out playing drums and instruments at a very young age. I was a drummer, and my brother was playing organ and trumpet, and I wanted to get involved, because it was like, I don't know, it was something about sound and music from a child. But what really sparked the seriousness is there was a group called the Cold Crush Brothers, the Cold Crush 4. And they were bubbling, and they were doing hip-hop, and they lived in my neighborhood. They lived on my block. And I was just a little boy, and they were like stars to me, even though they lived right on the block, because they was putting out these little tapes, and everybody was talking about them. And it was a guy named Grandmaster Kaz, who I named my son after, by the way, Kaz, that just ultimately made me want to just do hip-hop. So it'd be the Cold Crush Brothers inspired me. They would be my biggest inspiration musically.
Yeah, that's definitely I refer to it, we probably disagree or agree. I refer to hip-hop in certain genres as being pre-dynastic period, golden age, and now we kind of in the new kingdom because the style has just totally flipped up and, reversed around. Even though some of the same styles are still there, it's just another way of doing it, if we could agree on that. So you looking at,
here's the deal. The difference, listen, man, let's just call a thing a thing. You of course, you got your J. Cole's and Kendrick Lamar's and even my son Corey Gunz and Drake. And you got different artists that I definitely appreciate, but it's never going to be like it was, when you had a Rakim and a De La Soul and a Slick Rick and a Brand Nubian and just different people that were just different, but still, you know what I mean? You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Redman, the Method, so it's it's just a difference. Right now, I'm in a position where I can't say, I find myself saying some negative about the new artist. If people say, he's old and he's angry and he's miserable, but I'm confident in knowing good music and knowing that 90, 80-something % of that shit is trash. So you got some good music out there, but you got majority of it is not what we was doing. It's not where it was at. You know what I mean?